Hello and good morning to all my pupils and all the other pupils from the other Montessori academies. Today we're going to continue talking about birds, but this time we are going to focus on some exotic birds. I know that many of you visit beautiful exotic countries. I know that many of you go to many different continents, or you even go to the zoo. So we will not only focus on the birds that live in Warsaw and Poland. Today we will talk a little bit about some exotic birds that you can find in different continents, in different countries, and in the zoo. The first bird that I wanted to show you is called a toucan. A toucan is a beautiful bird with a green and brown beak. It has a very big beak for crushing nuts, so it's very strong. And we will try to say what sound toucan starts with. I think you guessed it, it's T. So let's try to find T like toucan. And here I have T. Let's try to say T, toucan. And I also have a beautiful model to show you of a tiny, tiny toucan that's holding a tiny, tiny seed in its beak. We can put it together with our card. The next bird that we're going to look at is called hummingbird. And I know that many of you already know that the hummingbird is the smallest bird in the world. It's even smaller than some butterflies. It's tiny and it uses its thin beak to drink nectar from hibiscus flowers. And I have a little model of a hummingbird that I can also show you. Here I have a hibiscus flower, and I have a tiny, 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 tiny hummingbird that is drinking the nectar from the flower right here. We can put it with our card. And let's try to find what sound hummingbird starts with. I think you know it's H. So let's try to find the H sound. We already learned the H sound yesterday when we were talking about hoopoe, a bird that lives in Poland. But let's try to find H one more time. Here it is. It's H like hummingbird. The reason it's called hummingbird is because it's making a humming sound. His wings are moving so fast that they make a humming sound. That's why it's called a hummingbird. The next bird that we have is a very big and exotic bird, and it's called a cockatoo. Cockatoo. And it starts with K, but it ends with two O's, which make the oo sound. It's called cockatoo. Let's try to find K like cockatoo. Here it is. And let's try to say it. K like cockatoo. There. I also have a little model of a cockatoo that I can show you with big, beautiful wings and yellow crown. You might find these birds in the zoo in Warsaw when you go for a walk with your mums and dads. The next bird that I wanted to show you is a bird that is in all the Harry Potter films, and it's called the snowy owl. A very smart bird, a hunter. It hunts for mice and small animals in the night. And snowy owl starts with the sound S. So I have S here. S like snowy owl. And I also have a little model of a snowy owl that I can show you. Here it is. And we can put it together with our card. The next bird is a very exotic bird. You won't see it in the parks in Poland. You only see it in the zoo, or if you go to South America, or Asia, or Africa. It's called a quetzal. It's a beautiful green bird with a long green tail. I have a little model of this bird that I can also show you. Here it is. It has a beautiful, long, green, shiny tail, and it starts with the sound qu, like queen. The same. Let's try to find qu, like quetzal. Oh, I have it right here. This is qu, like quetzal. We can put it together with our little quetzal. Qu. Okay, we have a few more birds left. The next one is one of my favorites. Very colorful bird, like a rainbow. It's called a macaw. Macaw lives in South America. They come in different colors. They're very colorful. Maybe you've seen some of them in the film Rio, which I'm sure that some of you have seen already. And here's our little macaw that's going to fly to its card. And let's find the sound that macaw starts with. Let's try to think. Macaw. Macaw starts with M. M sound. So I will put it together with my macaw. Okay, I have a few more birds. The next one is a bird you might see in some pet shops or in the zoo. It's called a parakeet. And parakeet starts with P, but it also has double E in the word, which makes an E sound. Parakeet. Parakeet. And parakeet starts with P. P. Parakeet. And I have a little parakeet here that we can put together with our card. The next bird that I wanted to show you is a green parrot. Green parrot. It starts with G and P, two sounds, because it's green. And I have a little model of a green parrot here. You might also see it in the zoo if you go to the zoo in Warsaw. And green parrot starts with G, like green. G, G, G. Let's try to find the G sound here in my box. And here is G. G, like green parrot. I have two more birds left. This is my favorite one. It's called a flamingo. Flamingo starts with the sound F, and they live in North America, but also in South America. And you will see them in the zoo in Warsaw too. And I have a beautiful model of a flamingo here that matches our card. And we can try to find F like flamingo. And I have it here. This is the sound F. The last one, and the last exotic bird that I have for you, it's called an ibis. Ibis is a short word. It starts with the sound E or I, and we can also match them together. I have two ibises here, one red one and one white one, because they come in two different colors, pinkish red and white. So we can put both of them on the mat. I would like you to think of more words starting with these sounds. They don't have to be names of birds, and for my older pupils to try to write them down at home. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. All the best. Take care.